Welcome to another episode of Rambling with Phil. Today I'm coming to you from Hawaii on the island of Oahu, and I'm going to review a 2019 Ford Transit van. It's a 12-passenger van that we have rented, so it's not something that I bought. So here's a three-quarter view of the van. Another shot, if you can see beyond the glare of the sun, and finally the view from the back. Now there is a big rear back window, but it doesn't really improve your visibility because you have people sitting in the seats behind you. So this van does have a remote to unlock the doors, but it's not keyless remote. This is your basic van interior. The seats are cloth and they are manual seats. There is a lever here to adjust your outside mirrors. Power mirrors, so that's convenient. This is your, I guess, your switch to turn on the lights. Now, what's kind of nice is there's actually a cup holder over here on the side. There's another one over here, and actually, I've actually put my slippers in there, so that's pretty convenient. It does have power door locks and power windows, and only the front windows work. Apparently, there's something here, and it says, you know, don't stick your cell phone in there. I'm not really sure why I wouldn't do that, but well, let's see. Well, I guess because it'd probably get crushed here. I'm not even sure why this is here. That makes, I don't know. Doesn't really know. I don't really know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. That's just a handle to pull the door closed. But there is another place for your drinks, and then another pocket for a bunch of other stuff, and again another pocket there. So getting into the vehicle, again, like most vehicles, this vehicle has a steering wheel. It's just your basic steering wheel. It does have cruise. These are for your messaging, which is here on your speedometer pack. There is a space here for, I'm not really sure what, but I guess you can stick something in there. Let's start her up. It does say the door is ajar, which is correct because my door is open. There is a little bit of a screen information center there. There's really not a lot to it. Nice thing about this vehicle, because it is big, is that there is a reverse or backup camera. However, it is fairly small. So that's the only negative. If you have trouble seeing, you know, that might be a problem for you. As far as the menu goes, you know, here's the button to look at the menu, and you can do various things. You know, here's your up and down toggles to switch between your messages. Display settings, we're going to look at that for a second. Language, temperature, well, I know it's English because everything's in English right now. So we're going to switch this to Fahrenheit. Oh, there's something here, camera. Camera delay, no, we don't want a camera delay. Anyway, there are your settings. There's a bunch of stuff here, not exactly sure what all that is for. Maybe for your, I don't know. I don't see a thing that says phone. But anyways, here's your shift lever. There's a couple of these. At least I thought there were. I guess there's only, oh yes. So there's a couple of these 12-volt outlets here, but there are no USB ports, so that's a little bit of an inconvenience. I'm going to turn the engine off to save a little bit of gas. You know, it's all very, it's a little bit nicer than a utility work van because there are carpets. You know, it is carpeted in here. Nice thing about this, so you do have two cup holders here, but again, on the other side, you've got a thing there that could double as a cup holder. I don't know, I think you could probably put a bottle of wine in there. You have another cup holder over there, and then you also have the same types of pockets on the passenger door. Looking out the front, it's got a pretty huge windshield, so it makes you feel like you're, you know, driving in a bus, and you are up, you know, kind of high. Okay, so getting in the back, it doesn't have a power assist side door, so it takes a little bit of effort here. This van sits, I guess it doesn't really click into place, so you got to watch for that. This van sits 12. We got 2 in front, 3 in the middle, I guess we got 3 there. In the, I guess that's the 3rd row. And then we've got seats for 4 in the back. And then there's room in the way back, not to be confused with the Wayback Machine in Mr. Peabody, the Mr. Peabody movie. But, so then there's a row of 4. So that gives us our 12. So here I am sitting in the 3rd row. It is a little bit, you know, it is a little bit tight. But, you know, maybe it's because this seat is kind of leaning back a little bit. But, you know, realistically though, it's not too bad back here. You know, there's a decent amount of space for, you know, for your knees, I guess, as long as you're not too tall. And there's definitely a lot of headroom. So here's another view of the front dash from the 3rd row. And actually, if you look up, we do have rear air conditioning controls up there. So there is air conditioning vents in the back for the comfort of the people in the back. And then there's, like, you know, a couple little handy tray things up front. There is a warning, actually, not to put anything heavy or hard objects on the shelf, because like I said, you'll get hit in the head with them. And there is a handy handle here for you to grab onto as you're jumping up onto that high step. The van doesn't normally come with a little step ladder. That's just something that we added on our own. Take a look and see how much storage space we have back here. And there is a handle over here to open up the other side. I know it's a little hard to judge, but there is plenty of room back here. You can almost, well, actually you can fit another row, because as you can see on the side, you know, there's some cup holders there. And if you need to get gas, this is the place to get it, just inside the door. So you might think that because this is such a big vehicle that this has a big V8 in it. Well, like me, you would be wrong. This actually has, according to this, if I'm reading the label right, a 3.7 liter engine in it, which actually is a 6-cylinder engine. It does move pretty decently. You know, I don't expect these cars or these big huge vans like this to have a lot of power anyway, so it's about what I expected. I just didn't expect it to be a smaller engine like this. But, you know, it does run okay. It's a gas powered engine. When I was looking at the information screen before, gas mileage is 10.9 miles per gallon. Not great, but you're carrying 12 people, so I guess that's not too bad. Overall, I'd say driving the Ford Transit is not too bad. I mean, it's like driving any other big van, kind of like driving a boat. But, you know, actually it's pretty easy to learn how to drive, figure out. You know, would I buy one? No, I definitely would not buy one, but I don't carry 12 people normally, so I'm not gonna buy one. But if you have a family of 12, you know, I think it's probably not a bad idea to at least look into this. I don't know what they cost. I mean, I guess I could look that up. And I guess if I take the time to do that, I will tell you, or I will put it on the screen. So I guess it's gonna be a surprise for both of us. But if you're in the market for a 12-passenger van, consider the Ford Transit. I'm not sure if there are any equivalents. Again, I guess I could look that up as well. And I will post that at the bottom of the screen. So thanks for watching another episode of Rambling with Phil. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.